What is this? Some kind of lost level? Hello! I have returned with another review. And this guy. Anyway, so today I played Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. This is the Japanese sequel to the original game. Because they didn't want to give the Americans this one because they thought it would be too hard. You know us Americans, always playing the easy games. And you won't give us Final Fantasy II. That's the only other one I can think of. But, you know, those twos, they're always some strange twos. Yeah, so America didn't get this game. Instead, they got not Doki Doki Literature Club. No, they got Doki Doki Panic something or other. And that just got reskinned as a Mario game, and that was the American Super Mario Bros. 2. This is very well known at this point, but thought I would mention it anyway. So yeah, that's the game I played. And I guess I'm gonna talk about it. So, where do we begin? It reuses a lot. It's like a very safe sequel in a sense, in some ways. It reuses a lot of the art and all the music is the same. It's but it's a lot more difficult. I have a confession to make because I very much like following rules, doing things the way they're supposed to be. Like, I don't like cheating or using rewind very much. But, and I really like challenge and difficulty, but this game it's rough. Like, it's not that it's just like a good kind of hard, it's just very unfair. Like, level design can be really bad. Like, there's like this one jump you have to make on this guy you could barely see off the edge of the screen, and like, you just have to like guess where he's gonna be. There's like a bunch of those pick a path castle levels that like they don't tell you anything. You just have to like randomly guess until you get there. And with all these unfair levels, you only get 3 lives and you have to restart the whole world. I've tried playing this without rewind and I got pretty far, but eventually I just had to give up. For most of these games, I'm going to be trying to complete them the correct way. But for this one, I just rewind all the way. Like, I wasn't even going to put myself through the torture of doing that again. It was awful the first time. So yeah, I just used rewind and sped through it in one sitting. Just to get the footage and replay it for this review. So yeah, the art I talked about, yeah, it's basically the same. Music is the same, and I will admit though, this one did do some cool things. I think there are things to appreciate. Like, for example, they added a Luigi. You can play as Luigi instead of Mario. It's only single player this time, and he actually plays differently. I personally don't really like playing as Luigi. He jumps higher, I think, but he's also really floppy and slippery, and I just prefer having that more smooth, controlled way of playing with Mario. But yeah, it's nice that they added that. Like, this is the first time that has happened. There's like some other cool aesthetic changes. Like, there's an autumn theme. Bowser's castle is in the sky. Like, lots of cool ideas. But the thing is, a jumbled mess of cool ideas isn't going to be good unless it's built on a solid foundation. Which is something I kind of needed to learn in coming up with ideas for my own games I'm working on. I just have like, ooh, this cool, it's just like aura farming and hype moments, but no actual substance. So that's not really gonna work, you know? So that's kind of how I felt with this game. Like, they had a lot of good ideas, just not great execution with them, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Yeah, so there's 8 worlds again. Well, 8 normal worlds. This is the first time we got a special world. Yay! There's World 9, which you can get to as long as you don't use warp zones. And it's pretty cool. There's actually a few levels, like, you think they're, like, in the sky, but it's actually underwater, so it's kind of a cool mix-up thing. And then, oh, there's worlds A through D, so there's 4 other special worlds. But guess what you have to do to unlock them? You have to beat the game Not once, not twice, but 8 times. Yes, you have to beat the game 8 times to unlock them. So, as you can probably imagine, I did not do that. No. Maybe one day. So I didn't play those. I don't know why you have to do that. There's a lot of things that are controversial about this game, like there's poisonous mushrooms. Like the first mushroom you get, it's like, oh, this is a mushroom. It like makes you, it's like a power-up, just like the last game. And no, you die. And then there's like the wind, which I don't think the wind is bad. It's not a bad mechanic. Basically blows you and you have to like change your movement in accordance to it. Then there's backwards warp zones, which is like, okay, that one's not great. Like you're like, oh, I jumped over the flagpole. Like, oh, I found a secret. And then you get to a warp zone. It's like, go back 3 worlds. Like, why is there a hidden secret that makes you lose progress? Like, what does that even do? It's ultimately, if you can probably get through this game using rewind and save states and be fine. But if you try to play it the way the people originally had to experience it, you can see that as much as you, as I do, might want to like it, it's just kind of objectively bad. Like, it's famous for people like hating on it, and although I think there are things to like and appreciate about what they tried to do, ultimately the game is just not really that good. Story, again, not really a story. It's almost the exact same thing as last time. Although interestingly, this apparently takes place in a parallel universe, so it's like not part of normal Mario timeline. In this universe, Bowser has a blue brother who appears a few times. Not really any explanation. It's just blue Bowser, Bowser's brother. Look at him go. So yeah, that's that. The game is very similar. It's basically just like more Mario levels for the first game, just a lot harder. With, of course, Luigi, some new visuals, some new other ideas, and like some of the graphics have changed. Like the ground looks different, the mushrooms have faces, it's like little things like that. But yeah, ultimately, it's definitely not my favorite game. And I mean that I don't really like it that much, as I want to, but yeah. Okay, so I've decided on a new way of deciding which game I play next. I'm just going to spin this wheel, and whatever it lands on is the next game I play. Unless it's one of the few series I haven't played yet, and it lands on like the second game in that series, I will play the first one just so I can experience them in order, or I will respin. Let's see what it is. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Oh, great. So I think that's about it for this one. I will see you next time.